Are you sure we can afford this?
Tell me about it. I just about had to remortgage the house to afford these kosher steaks. For what I paid, I could have bought the entire cow, but it hadn't needed a bar mitzvah.
I'm talking about the wedding. Cannons? You ordered cannons for the reception.
Rose petal cannons.
You don't think that's a little over the top?
It's a Jewish wedding. There is no top.
I think the cannons may have hit it.
Chill, Rosh. When I get the tender for the new shul, it'll more than pay for everything.
Sweetheart, I appreciate you arranging the wedding while I'm looking after Mum, but I don't want us taking a huge financial risk.
What risk? When I showed the rabbi my design, he had tears in his eyes.
Are you sure you didn't show him the bill?
Oh, he loved the curved lines, the tessellated roof tiling. He said signing off next week was a mere formality.
Well, after paying for Mum's nursing home, Tara's uni fees and the renovation, this is just excessive.
Rosh, relax. It's the circle of life. The rabbi marries Tara and Leo in the old shul, chooses my design for the new shul, and the commission pays for the wedding. Circle of life.
Swans? Does the circle really need swans?
What's the most important thing about all of this?
That our grandchildren don't have to visit us in a caravan park?
Tara gets what we never had. A traditional Jewish wedding.
What? Rabbi Ben Barak married us in my parents' garden. How can you get more traditional than that?
Okay. First of all, we had under 600 guests. Second, whiskey was not single malt. Third, the band was local and it was in your parents' backyard.
So what you're saying is tradition isn't what it used to be?
Traditions change. But big Jewish weddings never go out of style.
As long as we don't go broke.
Listen, Tara knows we're doing it all for her.
I hope my parents know I'm doing this all for them.
Ben, what have you got against a traditional wedding?
It perpetuates the patriarchal hegemony and a gender stereotypical trope.
I have no idea what you just said, but tradition is important.
Why don't we just elope? Come on, we could get married on the beach by a civil celebrant, and not even the creepy kind. I'm assuming we could find one.
Because we owe it to our parents to make them happy.
I know we do, but why?
Years of being told so.
Yeah, well, I will never make our children feel that way.
Look at your dad. He and your mom are going to all this effort to make my parents feel comfortable. He's probably never cooked a kosher thing in his life.
True. I mean, that basket had more prawns on it than a Thai fishing trawler.
Better keep the crustaceans between us.
Oh, are you going to make me?
All right.
Oh, you better come catch me.
Oh.
These kosher states are refusing to cook.
Maybe they know about the prawns.
Why can't Leo's parents eat normal meat?
Oh, Ray, don't start with me. Leo is a living, breathing Jewish boy, and he wants to marry our daughter.
Well, at least he's not crazy orthodox like his parents. I mean, Shabbat Shabbat in this day and age. They may as well be the Amish, the Hasidic Amish, the Hamish.
Don't be mean. Would you prefer if they were reformed?
What? Wives and husbands sitting together? Ooh. How would I discuss football? Normal Jewish. Not too much, not too little, just right, like us.
You want Goldilocks for our Makatoina?
The mum's a convert, and you know how fanatical they can be.
Kitty and I have started a couple of times. She's Australian originally. Did you know that? And she's lovely.
Yeah, well, we just better watch out that Tara's future mother-in-law doesn't try and convert her to a life of permanent pregnancy, prayer, and poor fashion choices like the rest of them.
She's not like that.
But she won't switch a light on Saturday because work's got crazy.
Oh, Tara is marrying Leo, not his parents. He's gentle and sweet, and he wants to marry our little girl.
Thank goodness for small miracles. Oh, come on. I love Tara more than I love Alex Jezelenko. I just hope that Leo knows what he's in for.
Of course he does. He's doing a PhD. He's smart.
Oh, all right. We still have much sex after we get married,
Oh,
right?
of course we will.
You promise?
Oh, I cross my heart. My big heaving heart.
Well, if you can't trust a big heaving heart.
Anyway, a hopper is an antiquated anachronism. I'm never going to change. I'm still going to be the same Tara Combs.
You're not changing your name?
Not unless you change yours.
And when are you going to tell me that?
Tell you what?
I forget.
This was such a bad idea.
It's one meal so our parents can get to know each other. How bad can it be?
Leo? Leo, I can't fool around with them watching.
It's one-way glass. They can't see it.
No, I'm talking about that thing.
Oh! So let's go upstairs.
But your parents will be here any
I'll
minute.
be quick, I promise.
We dodged a hail of bullets with our other
Oh,
boyfriends.
Matthew, Luke. Oh, Chris used to bring me flowers.
Veritable New Testament suitors and not a single circumcision between them.
I don't know where we went wrong.
We gave her a great upbringing, sent her to the best Jewish school, took her to circus every year, Friday night dinners with the family.
Saturday morning with the family at Chadston.
Good.
As long as Tara gets married by a rabbi under a chuppah, then my job as a Jewish mother is done. That's all I really care about. That's the most important thing.
If I'd have married out, my parents would have self-immolated live on TV on grand final day, and you know how much Dad loved the footy.
That's why you married me, to keep your parents out of intensive care.
Hush. You know, you are the only woman that I have ever loved.
Marriage is more than just about love. It's about an investment.
You mean a prenup?
No, I mean honesty. There is nothing more important than honesty in a relationship.
We've been role modelling that to Tara her entire life.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no. Not your cousin Lola again. Gosh, let it go. It was 20 years ago. You can't remember our Netflix password, but you can summon up something from the 20th century.
I told you about my Schwitzer. When he tried to touch my boob, I hit his hand so hard he got arthritis. Honesty, Ray. Honesty.
Honesty.
Lola's table better be as far away from ours as possible, and do not put any alcohol on it.
She'll be sitting in another postcode. I've got her on the rehab table with the rest of your family. Soft drinks only.
Oh, Schweppes!
What?
I forgot the soda water.
Jewish champagne. Relax. I've got an emergency supply in the shed in case Mum drops by. Right next to our emergency weed stash.
In case Mum drops by. Tara! Tara, doorbell! Tara! How nice to finally meet you in the flesh! Oh, you for having us. Oh, please come in. Tara! Sweetheart! I don't know what she could be doing. That's hard. Oh, Ray insisted on putting it up last week, but it is coming down straight after the wedding. It is a giant optic laxative.
It looks like you married just yesterday.
Oh, believe me, it feels like 30 years. Oh, you must be exhausted, flying all the way from Tel Aviv.
Oh, Leah didn't tell you. We spent a few days with my parents in Brisbane.
Oh, is that where you grew up?
About an hour out of town, yes. But that was a lifetime ago.
Oh, Ray went to the University of Queensland in Brisbane.
This is the same one as you, no?
Oh, maybe you bumped into each other in the hallways.
No shopping in the hallways.
Oh, how rude of me. Just because you went to the same university doesn't mean you knew each other. It's a bit like when people find out you're Jewish and they say, oh, well, then you must know Dr. Goldwell.
Oh, the cardiologist.
You know him.
Lucky
parents?
He gets very overwhelmed with emotion.
It's very masculine to show vulnerability.
Why don't I take these into the kitchen and get us some starters? Pull yourself together.
I help.
Oh, great. Just this way. Thank you, Mila. Are you all right?
Kate?
It's Hana Rivka Ruchel now.
So not Kate.
You mean you didn't recognise me the night of the Skype call when they announced their engagement?
Well, between all the champagne and our new NBN connection, all I saw was these fuzzy talking pixels.
When Leo called to tell us he was marrying Ray Cohen's daughter, I wondered, what if it's that Ray Cohen? But when I saw your face on the screen, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's a small world, so I guess it's not impossible. Like Dr. Goldfarb.
The cardiologist, he's here too.
You didn't say anything? I thought you didn't want me to say anything either.
Oi.
Oi.
Boy, I love how Aussies can say.
Oh, please don't judge us all by Raymond.
Nah, I love him already.
I'm sure Kitty's family are typical Australian. Do you visit them often?
As often as I can. At least once every 20 years.
Oh, you like them that much?
They make Skype with us every week.
Oh, that's nice.
But the internet's not so good. We lose connection after a few minutes.
Does that happen often in Israel?
Only if you know where to switch off the router.
You really didn't know it was me?
When we were going out together, you were blonde and Catholic.
That was 1984, and I was a bottle blonde.
Your hair wasn't natural.
You never noticed?
Never saw the bottle. Where did you go?
Oh, Ray, it was a wonderful few months together at that dinner, at the restaurant where you got down on one knee with a ring.
Mate, you ran off before I could finish.
We were so young, and it would have killed your parents.
Well, there's a number of things that would have killed my parents. You were competing with chicken schmaltz, Peter Stuyvesant's, and constant bickering.
It's probably lucky they never met me given the current circumstances.
Only Mum's alive now.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. Not so bad after you smoke a joint or two.
Those tickets you sent me, I couldn't accept them.
Tickets? What tickets?
For us to go to Paris.
Oh, those tickets.
Yes, that's why I mailed them back to you. You did read my letter.
Yes, and then I shoved them in a box and I filed them away. I never looked at them again.
Oh, well, I hope you got a refund on those tickets.
Refund? Yeah, of course.
You and Ray, where did you meet?
Surface Paradise, October 1984. I was there on vacation. He was a struggling uni student, lugging bricks on a building site.
Ah, Surface Paradise, the Holy Land.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind. It was a whirlwind romance. He wrote me the most beautiful letters.
Ah, he's a romantic, your husband.
A month later, he managed to wrangle us 2 tickets to Paris. I mean, what girl can say no to that?
On that Skype call, when you didn't say anything, I thought if I said something, it would only make everyone else feel uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, yes.
So the next day, I spoke with our rabbi,
Good to let it out to him instead.
and I asked him whether we should tell our families.
What?
He said honesty is always the right thing to do.
No, bad thing to do.
But that I should speak to you in person first.
A very wise man indeed.
He said that way we will know how to say the truth to everyone.
He did? Maybe we should check with another rabbi, a reform one. So I take it that Ilan doesn't know about me?
Ilan had hundreds of girlfriends by the time we got together, and I had my fair share of relationships too. We didn't pick over the past when we married. I'm sure you had lots of other girlfriends.
Yeah, sure. Hundreds.
But now that we're going to be mishpucha, there is reason to talk about it.
Oh, no, there isn't. Secrets are the invisible glue that holds families together.
Never told your wife to propose to someone else before her.
It never came up. I'm more of a let sleeping dogs lie kind of guy.
Well, that would make me a dog and you a liar.
Look, let me tell you something about my wife. In 2001, her cousin Lola goes through a nasty divorce. First, she starts drinking. Then she sobers up. Then she goes back to uni. Then she turns lesbian. You know, the usual. And in the middle of all of that, she starts sending me these flirty text messages.
What? When she was a lesbian?
What? Maybe.
You responded?
No. In fact, I deleted them. Then, about a month later, Wash picks up my Nokia, hits a few buttons, and hey presto, they appear.
What did you do?
I switched to a Motorola. Before sweeping up what was left of my phone, and then being subjected to the sort of grilling that they reserve for inmates at Guantanamo Bay. And let me tell you, I was made to never forget it. And I did nothing wrong.
The problem was you weren't honest with her.
The problem was that damn Nokia didn't have a proper delete.
Hey, this isn't just some text messages. You proposed to me.
Can you imagine what Wash would do with that?
Well, maybe we don't have to mention the proposal, just that we saw each other for a little while, that's all.
Are you kidding? Wash is a couples therapist. She could find a guilty needle in a haystack of innocent, that's all.
I'm getting the sense that out of you and Kitty, she is the more observant one.
Ah, you should be a detective.
Well, it's your demeanour, the way you hold yourself.
I haven't held myself in a long time.
That type of thing. But I'm guessing when Kitty converted, you toed the line.
Well, she converted from Aussie Catholic to Israeli Jewess. I converted from atheist to kosher.
I'm not sure which would be harder.
I had to change only my behaviour, not my beliefs.
And that works?
It's too early to tell. 30 years since the
Oh,
You really can't say anything, especially before the wedding.
The wedding? You really think that Tara might change her mind about the wedding just because 30 or so years ago her mother-in-law dated her father for a few months?
4 months and 25 days. 26 if you count the time you bolted halfway through dinner, and another half day when I had to pack away all your letters.
I don't think that counts.
Look, it's not so much that you're Leo's mother, it's that you were Catholic.
I don't understand.
You weren't Jewish. It doesn't fit with the narrative.
The narrative.
The narrative.
Oh, the one where you were a good Jewish boy.
Tara's a very determined, moralistic, some would say assertive young woman. If she suspects even the slightest bit of my
Hypocrisy?
redacting of my biography, a lot.
No, she wouldn't.
Oh, how well do you know her? Self-righteousness and impulsivity doesn't begin to cover it. She's a feminist with more mood swings than an over-50s yoga class who left their patches at home.
So being her cheaper.
She pulled the pin on her own 21st when she found out that the yacht club had the temerity to serve lobster.
She was kosher then?
Oh, she was vegan. 2 years, for 2 long years. And the sight of a lobster boiling in a pot was too much. She cancelled the week before and we never had to pay.
Leah never mentioned any of this.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot about Tara that Leo doesn't know, but let's not, spoil the surprise of discovery for him, shall we? If you say anything, especially about something that happened last century, you will be responsible for jeopardising 2 Jewish marriages.
Tara really cancelled her 21st, just like that.
No 200 guests, no lobster.
And you really believe she'd do the same with the wedding?
Oh, it's been a roller coaster ride with Tara her entire life, especially after she discovered that her parents have absolutely no authority over her.
I married an Israeli and I turned Jewish. How do you think my parents coped?
They sat shiver.
I don't know, Ray. To me, this is about honesty. And honesty is the most important thing in a relationship.
That's my favourite daughter.
Oh, you'll have to wait 2 weeks then.
Ah, in my heart, she's already written.
Kitty,
Ah!
I've missed you guys so much.
Oh, Leo, I didn't know you were here.
Oh yeah, he just came. Oh, you know how your father gets when he's emotional.
Oh, God, Dad, you are such a girl.
Tara, you're supposed to be a feminist.
Yeah, I can call him a girl who just
Wedding brings out his feminine side. It's good.
The wedding. Yes, the wedding. Let's focus
Oh,
on the wedding.
yes, come everyone, let's sit.
Oh, Rosh, it is our custom for the mother of the groom to give a gift to the mother of the bride.
You?
And the fathers must not let a bottle leave the table with even one drop in.
It's also to say thank you for being such a warm family for Leo while he's been studying here.
Next year we'll have a doctor in the family.
Dad, my doctorate is in computer science.
Doctor is doctor, it counts.
Everything you do and don't do counts.
I'm going to take that as a positive and not as a rebuke for not going to shul.
Boobale, what rebuke?
Wow, you really have converted.
Oh, that's beautiful. You shouldn't have that cute.
You see, traditions bring people together.
Yeah, well, I still think we should have known.
I heard that.
Ray, would you like to make a toast? A toast.
Oh, yeah, sure. Rochelle, Tara, and I would like to welcome Leo, and Ilan, and Kate. I mean Katie. Kitty. To our home and to this wonderful meal, this fine repast, and that is a metaphor for us all. For there is no past. So say the rabbis.
I thought the whole point of religion was to learn from the past.
The future belongs to this young couple, to youth. They can be impetuous, do silly things, but that is all in the past. Tradition is what is important, especially in modern times, when people can change their minds so quickly, so easily, over the tiniest things. Lobsters.
Is he talking about my 21st?
I'm talking about kashrut and how small things matter. We must focus on what is important. Family. Making new ones and keeping old ones together.
Great speech, Dad. Raymond, the stakes.
Some very interesting points.
Ray, what's going on?
What do you mean?
That speech.
Well, you know what you were saying earlier about honesty.
Yes.
Well, is there a statute of limitations, a before and after chuppah sort of thing?
Oh, I see.
You do?
You're worried that Tara hasn't told Leo about her old boyfriends.
No. Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, it would be ridiculous for Leo to worry about relationships from before they were married.
Really?
Of course.
No, I probably
She's
should-
told him all about them.
She has?
Well, can you imagine the drama if he stumbled across one of the boys she kept secret? She'd never keep something like that from her partner. She's not stupid. Did you want to ask me something else?
No, nothing.
When you're finished with your studies, we could use you in the laundry.
Oh, Dad, you're always trying to guilt me to come back.
There's a lot of work to be done.
But do I really want to go back into the laundry business?
Is that solid gold?
It couldn't be, could it?
Don't they run a dry cleaning shop?
Oh, laundry, I think.
Little bastard. A lot of fresh shirts.
We just opened 2 new commercial outlets in Haifa and 1 in Elwood. Next year we're expanding into Europe and listing on the stock exchange.
Mama, I don't want to leave here. I want to make my own fortune, not inherit yours.
Ilangi is a grown man. Allow him to make his own choices.
Tel Aviv could be fun.
I'll think about it.
Aha!
I think.
Kitty is very attractive.
Oh, hadn't noticed.
And he is so charming.
Charm isn't everything.
Well, I married you, didn't I?
I'm not so sure about Elon. Not so sure.
I hope the steaks are cooked enough for you.
With kosher meat, you never can tell.
So, Kitty, what makes an Aussie girl go and live in Tel Aviv?
Him.
Oh, not entirely. I mean, as a teenager, I was always restless and had itchy feet, so I threw in my arts degree and I hitchhiked across Europe to find myself.
And instead, she found me.
In Paris.
You met in Paris.
Oh, how romantic.
You cannot be in Paris without falling in love.
So I've heard.
It was the same with us.
Oh, you've been?
Yes, soon after we met, Ray surprised me with 2 tickets. It was the summer of
Hey, look, tell me about how the two of you met. Fascinating.
A few months later, there's a knock on my door at Vicky Woods, and it's the Australian girl with the red hair.
Red? Red now?
I love the country and I just fitted in. And Judaism gave me the structure that I've been looking for.
Well, I saw photos of him when you guys first met. He was gorgeous. A typical Sabra, tanned with muscles bursting from under his shirt.
I was just out of the army.
Special Forces, the toughest regiment in the IDF.
I was in Maccabi. Pen is mightier than the sword, I'll have you know, young lady.
I once killed a man with a Bible.
So, Kitty, where did you get married?
Oh, an old shul in Jerusalem. The same rabbi's still there.
Oh, gorgeous!
Oh, our rabbi, said I needed to share some things with you.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, we can talk religion later.
Well, he said you just needed to know a few things.
You love our rabbi. Great guy. Love my designs for the new shul.
He said it was necessary.
These steaks, they're delicious.
Ray, you let Kitty finish.
Oh, well, it's been a while since I've had to think about it, but he did say it was important.
I'm sorry. We have spot remover in the kitchen.
I'll get it.
No, I know where it is. This way, Kitty.
Jesus, Dad. How much is that
Oh, Kitty. Apart from Carlton winning the flag, there are only 3 priorities in my life. Number 1 is that my little girl gets a ring on her finger under a chuppah. Number 2 is that her mother keeps my ring on her finger, which is very dependent on priority number 1. And running a distant third is that Rosh respects me.
Why is Rosh respecting you a distant third?
I'm a Jewish husband.
I don't see how spilling wine on me helps.
You were about to tell them about us. It would have ruined everything.
No, I wasn't.
What was all that about the rabbi said? It was ages ago.
I was talking about my ketubah.
Your ketubah.
Yes, my Jewish marriage contract. My rabbi said that your rabbi will like to see it before the chuppah.
Why?
It's an important tradition.
Oh, I didn't realise. Sorry about the wine.
Oh, he's not usually this clumsy.
Yeah, traditionally it's the bride who freaks out before the wedding.
You are not a traditional bride.
No, see how well he knows me.
It is because I love you.
I swear I never thought I would ever fall so madly, deeply in love with anyone. The academic in me is saying it's a fairy tale.
And what is the other part of you say?
It's telling me that this man has made me believe in fairy tales.
Remember when you and Ray were like this?
Well, I think part of the reason for having the chuppah for the kids is to remind the parents why they got married.
Yeah, well, I didn't need a chuppah to show everyone how much I adore my one true love.
Neither do I.
Your parents do.
What you said before about Tara, I want Leo to get married under a chuppah just as much as you do. I don't want to do anything that might compromise it.
Tara would use it as an excuse to kill the chuppah, and Rosh would use it as an excuse to kill me.
But what about my rabbi's advice?
Advice. That's the key word. Our rabbi would advise the opposite, I'm sure.
You really think so?
He would say the couple's nuptials must be top of our mind. Everything else can come later.
I guess that does make sense.
This should be about the kids, not about us.
Okay, I cannot say anything until after the chuppah.
Thank you.
Got my top.
Oh, sure.
shall we?
All better now. Hey, say, you guys are in the laundry business, right? I reckon there ought to be an app for a laundry service that picks up your dirty clothes and then drops them back clean, like Uber Eats.
You're acting very strangely today.
I was just telling Ray that I bought our couture.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys you need to give yours to the rabbi.
Well, when did you find this out?
Like a couple of months ago, you know, when we had the interview with him.
Raymond?
Yes?
I thought you were taking care of everything.
I was. I mean, I am.
After lunch, can you run it down to the shul?
Yeah, okay.
You do know where it is, don't you?
Sure I do.
You don't sound so sure.
It's in one of the boxes in the shed.
You put my marriage contract in the shed.
Well, when the house flooded last year, I put everything outside for safekeeping.
Well, lucky you didn't throw it out by mistake. That's the kind of thing that Elwood would do.
Kitty, I'm not so stupid.
There are a million boxes in there. How are you going to find it?
I have a sister.
Come on, Leo. A treasure hunt. And who knows, if it doesn't show up, we might just have to elope.
Well, then for your father's sake, it had better show up.
Ah, every wedding has its drama, no?
This one has cannons.
Oh, it's my mother.
Talking of dramas.
I'll take it outside. Hi, Mum.
His mother must be excited about the wedding.
Berta, excited. She only has two emotional states, negative and tragic. Wait till you meet her. She's a black hole for happiness. And don't stand too close. She will literally suck every photon of joy from your soul.
She really is like this?
No, Mum. I can't go and look for gravestones with you today.
Any siblings who can help him share the load?
Well, there's his brother, his mother's favourite, David. And King David can do no wrong.
Yes, of course. Of course it's all right to ring David on a Sunday on his mobile phone. What? Yes, I know. He works very hard. No, he won't mind. What? Oh, the wedding? Well, we've got swans and we have cannons.
Ah, you're very lucky to have a husband who knows how to arrange a wedding.
Well, if anything, he's gone overboard because of his father.
How so?
Well, Max, his father, was a warm, beautiful man. Ray loved him very much. But Max loved schmaltz and cigarettes, so...
How about we go visit Dad tomorrow?
Max felt guilty for not being able to give me and Ray the big wedding. Neither of our families were very well off. So he made Ray promise when our turn came, we would spare no expense.
But Ray refuses to take even 1 cent from him.
He's proud.
Oh, he's something.
Right? Yeah, okay. I'll pick you up tomorrow after
Max,
lunch.
Max died while we were on our honeymoon.
Ah, so a son's grief combines with the father's guilt.
And voila, 30 years later, we have rose petal cannons and swans. But Ray can't remember where he put our ketubah.
Well, maybe you should speak to your rabbi in case he can't find it.
Oh, in that case, he won't need a rabbi to speak to. It will be Hebra Kadisha. Because I'll kill him.
Go for baby!
Hello, Rabbi. Rabbi Ben Barak.
One and only! Well, 1 of 5, actually.
It's Ray. Ray Cohen. Sounds like you're outside.
Uh-huh. Training for the Byron Bay Roll Time.
Really? Is that safe at your age?
Oh, you must be after my dad. I'm holding his phone, you know, since the stroke.
Stroke? The Rabbi had a stroke?
Yeah, of the brain.
Oh my God. Is he okay?
Oh, he's cool. I mean, he's home now, but I have to hold down the fort because my brothers are all in Israel.
But he's meant to be marrying our daughter. No one told us.
Oh, you're that Ray Cohen!
Yeah.
Tara's dad!
Yes.
Muzzle top!
Thanks. But who'll perform the ceremony?
Oh, I will.
You will? Are you a fully fledged rabbi?
Toads, Rabbi Ben Barak. My friends call me Bibi.
Bibi?
Hey, it's Tara's first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mine too!
That's great, thanks. But I was actually calling with a religious question.
Ooh, fire away.
Well, last year our house flooded and I had to throw out a whole lot of soggy boxes, and I think our tuba may have been, probably was in one of them.
Ooh-wee! You would have been in the doghouse with the wife for that one.
Yeah. Well, my question is, can Tara and Leo still get married?
Of course they can!
They can? Oh, that is a huge relief.
It's not under a chuppah.
What?
Second semester of seminary, week 10. The officiating rabbi must verify both sets of parents' tubat.
Your father was the rabbi. He can verify it.
Yeah, about that. He can't talk all right at the moment.
Oh, surely there must be someone else I can talk to.
Nope, not till my elder brother gets back next month. Baruch Hashem.
There must be more that you can do.
Listen, I gotta run. But I got your address. I'll go home, grab my skates, come around, and we can all pound out.
No, not necessary.
It's
Please.
no sweat.
No, please don't. No, really.
Kettlebach go missing all the time. All you gotta do is...
All I gotta do is... Rabbi? Bibi?
You look like you could use a drink.
Oh, he always looks like that after talking to his mother.
I just got off the phone to the rabbi.
He called.
We spoke.
Oh, such a lovely man, so full of life.
He's had a stroke.
What? Terrible.
His son Bibi, also a rabbi, is taking over his duties.
Bibi?
Bibi.
I thought all of his sons were in Israel.
The left one behind.
So this baby can do the wedding. It's not like there won't be a chuppah.
He's rollerblading over to us as we speak.
Is Rabbi Bibi rollerblades?
He rollerblades.
I think I like your Bibi better than ours.
When he gets here, I'll take him aside and offer him a donation. The right thing to do.
Very sweet of you.
Hey guys, you will not believe what we found.
Your parents' ketubah.
No, something even better.
A flower cannon and a dozen swans?
6 ones.
This.
What is that?
A letter.
A letter?
Yeah, it was shoved in a box marked up from the 80s and 90s.
That's your filing system.
We figured it would be the best place to look.
It's a letter between two starry-eyed lovers.
Oh, I didn't know you kept them.
I try to keep everything, really I do.
I hear your father was a romantic.
Oh, you were such a beautiful writer. Let her read one.
All right. As long as it reminds you why you love me.
Dear Pookie,
Pookie? What's Pookie?
last Saturday night we curled up on the couch and ate popcorn and watched TV. It was the best.
Nothing's changed.
You don't eat carbs anymore.
It was a foreign movie from France, and you told me how much you want to go there. You told me all about the art and the music and all the beautiful people there and how I would fit in because I am so beautiful too.
I was really quite the poet.
I'm having tears in my eyes.
The earrings you gave me made me look like a model. I'm going to wear them all the time. Huh? Earrings?
I didn't have an earring.
Ah, this sounds like it's from your mother to your father.
Wait, this is from
Or
you?
do you think your generation invented love?
The earrings go beautifully with my green dress.
I don't wear green.
It's a dress I got from Nan for Christmas.
Christmas?
This isn't from Mum.
Kate's letters. Oh, I know. It must have been one of my old housemates. Tom, Jeff, Jerry... Joey, that's it. Swapped it up with my stuff as we were all moving out. 3 guys living together. Absolute chaos.
Okay, well, let's find out who it's from.
No. This is clearly private correspondence. And you're a lawyer. You should respect privacy. We all should.
Keep reading.
This is more interesting than your family's lunches.
You always tell me how much you love brushing my long hair.
I feel very uncomfortable about prying into someone else's private life.
Huh? I'm a lawyer. I do it for a living. The other day when I was having my hair cut, I saved some for you and made it into the shape of your name.
Ew! All right, that's all there is.
Okay, Tara, the show's over. Why don't we all go back to the table and we can...
Wait a second. What is this? It's hair. Oh, yeah, it's blonde hair, glued to the shape of an R. Not T for Tom or J for Joey. Oh my God, Raymond, she's writing this to you.
Pass it over.
You always told us that Mum was your first serious girlfriend.
She was. Mum is very serious.
Okay, then how do you explain this Christmas celebrating blonde-haired lover of yours?
It's a funny story. You're not going to believe it.
Try me.
I think this may be some sort of stress reaction.
What is so funny, Mum? Is that Dad actually had another girlfriend?
This is from Annabelle!
Annabelle? Who's Annabelle?
Of course.
And she was the little girl next door. I used to babysit her when I was a
She had to have
a
you say.
crush on me. Oh, yes, she did.
How sweet.
Little Annabelle. We should have her over. I wonder what she's doing now.
Well, I think she's a divorce lawyer.
Well, that's not where I thought this was going.
Or did you honestly believe your father had a mystery girlfriend?
I mean, any girlfriend, really?
God, such an unexpected man.
Oh, damn. Sorry, guys. The server's gone down and I'm on call this weekend. I'm going to have to go into uni.
Oh, can you stay a bit longer?
Doctor's always being called away.
I'll be quick.
Come on, everyone, let's go sit down. Oh, Tara, you don't know, but Rabbi Ben Barak had a stroke.
Oh no, oh the poor man. But those guys do eat a lot of carbs and trans fats.
His son is going to be doing the chuppah.
No, not the crazy one. There is no way I'm having you marry us.
Define crazy.
The one with like 1 million kids.
It's normal for rabbis to have large families.
Oh, he's got the brains of a preschooler.
Just because Bibi likes to rollerblade.
Oh, baby. Oh, I love him. We did some cocktail classes together.
Bibi went to uni.
Yeah, it's like a super genius.
Bibi.
He's coming over.
Great steaks, Dad. Chewy and
Everything is beautiful.
I don't know how you get that quiche so light.
Oh, I can't take credit for it. That is all Ray.
If there's one thing that I can do well in the kitchen, it's a quiche.
Dad, don't you put butter in a quiche?
Sure you do. Otherwise it'll taste like shit. It's only a little bit of butter.
Dad, you put the meat and milk roll.
It's kosher, you see, the meat milk. Oh, never the twain shall meet.
Potato salad instead. No, thank you.
Sauteed mushrooms.
No, thank you.
Asian coleslaw.
I'm really not that hungry.
Raymond, kitchen, please. So rude.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
Not you, her.
Her?
It's the worst thing you can say to a Jewish woman in her own home.
You're starting to look like your mother?
I'm not hungry.
What did I tell you about those converts? kosher crazy.
I spent hours on that Asian coleslaw.
She ate the steak and that was the least edible thing on the table.
Being full, no excuse for not eating.
Refusing food just because you're not hungry, now that is a Jewish eating disorder.
She's a Jewish mother. She would know how insulting that is.
Maybe she skipped that class in the conversion course.
That woman is going to be Tara's mother-in-law. This level of kosher is going to be a problem.
I don't want to be a problem.
No, you haven't.
Well, maybe I will have something else. It feels rude otherwise.
Kitty, you know one of the things I love about you is that you do what is right for you.
And you let others do it that way.
Tara loves her, and you know how our daughter adopts new causes.
Like the time she became vegan, we all suffered then.
She could turn Tara kosher. Can you imagine our grandchildren with shaitels and sit-sit?
We could be grandparents to the kosher police.
This is as bad as if she were marrying out.
Worse, she's marrying in. To in.
Leo's not like that, though.
True. And Tara does treat religion with about the same level of respect she treats us.
Never underestimate the power of a mother-in-law. They can be very two-faced.
Oh, Rosh, I feel terrible after all the effort that you've gone to.
Oh, don't be silly! I totally respect your reasons.
You do?
Oh, honestly.
And honesty is the most important thing in a relationship.
You know what I don't get? Look, I understand why Kitty and even your Lun want me to get married under a chuppah. I just don't understand why you guys want me to.
Of course we do.
Well, you are hardly what you'd call observant.
Well, it's not like there are only two types of Jews, observant and non-observant.
We identify as a non-binary Jews.
You don't go to shul?
We go every year on the high holidays.
You don't keep kosher. You don't even keep Shabbat.
We're together every Friday night. Unless, of course, Carlton's playing.
You know, you're making all this fuss, so I get married under a chuppah. But come on, we don't even have Jewishness as a part of our lives. If it wasn't for my school or my postcode or my heightened ability to find fault with my partner, even I wouldn't know that I'm Jewish.
Tara, we're making the wedding for you.
Yeah, to do what makes you guys happy.
Why do the two things have to be mutually exclusive?
Oh, so you do anything for me as long as it makes you happy.
Correct.
Oh, we're thinking of your future, of your children.
Fine. Fine. Look, I'm not going to say one more word about not wanting a traditional wedding if you guys can give me just one way how you are authentically connected to Judaism. Like you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rabbi Bibi. How the happy family?
Shalom, Rabbi. Shalom.
That's the rabbi. He doesn't look old enough to be bar mitzvah.
That's ginormous. So what's this I hear about a missing ketubah?
No, that's stuck in the shed.
That's not what I heard.
Baby, how'd you like the steak? I've got some more on the barbie.
No, I'm vegan.
What did you hear?
A glass of wine, let's step outside.
Okay. Ray here tells me that your ketubah, it didn't make it into the ark.
Huh?
You know, during your great flood.
What?
Sweetheart, you remember the night the water main burst? It was chaos. I was trying to clear a path to the office, meanwhile heaving waterlogged boxes into the wheelie bin. I think our marital stuff might have been in one of them.
Jesus, Ray, you threw out my ketubah? When were you going to tell me?
It's a crucial point in our lives.
So what happens now?
Good question. Is this Asian salad kosher? Oh, champagne.
The answer is
Joe Stein.
Max burned, but he died of a heart attack.
So ask your friend Mr. Stein to sign a statutory declaration attesting to the fact that he witnessed you saying your wedding vows, and we're all sweet.
Well, can't your father, the rabbi, do it? He married us.
Dad's had a stroke, remember? I have to be the witnesses.
Why do they make it so hard?
Ketubah's the easiest part of getting married, let me tell you.
Are you married?
No,
No surprises there.
Joe Stein will be a problem.
Did he take it too?
Worse, he was married to Lola Green.
One with the purple Subaru.
Yeah, she's my cousin. We took her side in the divorce. He never forgave us.
No, it's been 20 years. No one can hold a grudge that long.
Oh, that Joe Stein. You want to steer clear of him.
Why?
Let's just say during the Krav Maga classes, for every head kick, he yells your name.
What is it with your family and grudges?
Keep talking, Raymond, and you'll find out.
Why is the Ketubah so important anyway?
Good question. It proves you're Jewish.
Of course, Tara's Jewish. She's my daughter.
Your ketubah has proof you are Jewish.
I need to prove I'm Jewish?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, well, that's reassuring.
Halacha says it.
This is insane. Of course I'm Jewish. I married a Jew. I go to synagogue. I don't buy German.
She's more Jewish than Chinese takeaway on Shabbat. She never laughs at Jewish mother jokes, and she could open up her own travel agency and guilt trips.
This is all your fault.
See?
My mother is Jewish.
Great. Can you get your hands on her ketubah?
And my mother thinks it's 1965 that I'm Golda Meir and Ray is Gilligan. My father passed away, so no. No ketubah.
I see a bit of gold. A birth certificate? Immigration papers.
No, she can't find her newspapers.
You guys might want to consider investing in a safe.
I can't believe this is happening. I'm not Jewish for Kitty, who converted, whose parents don't even have a ketubah. Is?
She converted. You were just born.
Oh, great! So I inherit the genes that give you 3,000 years of neuroses, and she gets a certificate?
You know what? An hour ago I was all for looking,
What?
but I've changed my mind. Well, I'm not going to be told what I am or what I am not by the mere presence or absence of some piece of paper.
Parchment, actually.
I am Jewish.
Of course you are.
And I am getting married under a chuppah with broken glasses and cannons and swans and happy bloody parents.
Oh.
That's my girl. For once, your contrariness is actually working in our favour.
Misfortune can turn into a positive.
So, baby, how do we make this wedding happen?
Do you have a photocopy of the ketubah?
The Xerox machine was being repaired that week.
In extreme circumstances, we could accept a photocopy. You should think of that next time.
Next time! Next time! She's an only child!
I'm on lunch duty for Dad.
Oh, our problems must seem minor compared with what you've been through.
You're telling me. You should see the stack of work he had lined up for me. I gotta write the weekly email, I gotta choose a sermon for Shabbat, and I gotta decide on the new shoe plans.
Plans? You're deciding now?
And train for the Byron Bay roll time.
Oh, surely the tender decision will be postponed.
No, strict tender rules. Gotta be signed off this Wednesday, close of business. Lucky for me, it's down to just 2 designs. Hey, yours is one of them.
Your father loved my design.
I hated the other one.
Good taste runs in the family.
Yucky, tessellated tiles and curves.
No, that was mine.
You might want to concentrate on the wedding.
Baby, what do we do about the chuppah?
The divine is watching over us. Let me know if anything shows up.
So, allow me to summarise. We've spent the cost of an average family home on wedding celebrations. Celebrations we cannot have because you threw out our ketubah, a document we need in order for our now not Jewish daughter to get married. Just for good measure, the tender that was going to pay for it all has been awarded to your competitor. Seriously, Raymond, is there anything else you need to tell me? Because if there is, I would really like to know it right now. I know! Thank you, Kitty, but you have your certificate of Judaism and a competent husband.
Sweetheart.
Excuse me.
Well, an hour ago, my daughter was on track to a chuppah and I was grilling kosher steaks. Now, She's not kosher, and I'm the one getting grilled.
I was going to say that I know you'll find a way to work it out.
Oh, this is the worst day of my life. But at least it can't get any worse. Oh, and once again I'm proved wrong. Hi, Mum.
He's so calm.
Hashem will find a way to make it work.
And if he can't do it by next week, then we'll delay the wedding until we can work it out.
Oh, and by then, my parents are going to be sitting on separate tables.
Toy, toy, toy!
The flood that Dad was talking about, it was all his fault.
Mum, it's not my fault. How was I meant to know that David would be sleeping when you called him? Yeah, Tara's very excited about the wedding. Rush, yeah, she's emotional as well.
The insurance company said the best water main was a design fault, and it was Dad's design, so they wouldn't pay the claim. The renovations afterwards, it cost a fortune, and they were relying on the commission.
This is easily fixed.
Oh, thanks, Ilan, but you know my dad, he would never accept it.
He's proud. I understand.
Mum was on the verge of forgiving him because he was doing such a good job on the wedding. Not that I was any bloody hell.
You weren't involved at all?
Can you keep a secret?
You can tell anything so long as you don't get it drunk. The Catholic part of it feels guilty, and the Jewish part can't handle the alcohol.
I haven't even let Leo buy the rings yet.
Tara!
No, I know, but there is no way I'm going to put this thing off, I promise.
Okay, Mum, I'll see you at... later.
Hey, Dad. I am getting married under a chuppah, you'll see.
Yes, you are!
Good for you, sweetheart. This ketubah kerfuffle, I'll find a way of fixing it. The tender, appeal, I guess. But your mother's resentment, that is a force no man can match.
Hey, she'll get over it.
No, she won't. This is the Everest of all grudges. She ain't getting over it.
She'll forgive you, Dad. You know, in time.
We don't have time. It's 14 days to the wedding. We don't have a ketubah. You don't have a chuppah. And I don't have a commission.
You smoke?
Maybe before my mum comes over. Maybe I should take it up. Losing a lung could be less painful than what
Can't start smoking.
Oh, the business has been stressing him. But I'll let you in on a little secret. He's always got a pack hidden somewhere. Shh.
There was someone worse off, eh? Well, at least I'm not working myself to the bone in a steaming laundry.
Art laundry. It is much, much more than that.
Sure it is. It's your livelihood.
Hey, Dad, should I go check on Mum?
Remember those nuclear bomb tests? Where they used to put the mannequins miles away from the blast site and still got blown to bits?
Yeah.
Don't be a mannequin.
Hi everybody, so what did I miss?
Leo, come and sit next to your mother.
Mom, have you been drinking?
Short story, Ray threw out the ketubah.
Whoa, what did Rush do to make you do that?
She married me.
It was a mistake. Now, Bibi says he can't marry us.
The Prime Minister?
No, the rabbi.
He rollerblades.
What?
Yes, he does.
You know, the only silver lining in this whole corporate catastrophe is that at least the two of you will be living close by when you eventually do get hitched.
Well, actually, about that.
Where's Dad?
He's outside, smoking.
About what?
Nothing. Just gonna go check on Mum.
You better take a hazmat suit.
Ray, could you make sure my mom has no more to drink?
I think we've both got good reason to drown out our sorrow.
She's not used to it. The last time she touched a drop was 2 years ago, and then she told Hugo that she and Dad had sex on her couch once. Hugo still calls her the Pope.
Because she was Catholic.
Because she likes to confess.
Maybe you should cut that.
Oh, what are you worried about, Raymond?
Dad, Swans? Cannons? You paid them?
It is for me a loose change.
Yeah, but Ray's very proud.
What is wealth if I can't share it with my family?
You know, the last time we saw each other, it also ended in thwarted wedding plans.
Thanks, Kitty, but doesn't make me feel any better.
Oh, I guess I do say some stupid things.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rosh is packing her bags right now.
Oh, the two of you should plan a holiday. Come visit us and the kids.
Kids? They're not going anywhere.
Ilan has asked Leo to join him in the business.
What? Leo loves it here. He'll never go.
Tara wants him to.
Well, that's the final nail in my conjugal coffin.
Oh, but surely Rosh can't blame you for that too.
In the land of Cohen matrimony, all roads lead to Raymond.
You are exaggerating.
I'm the United Nations. I do nothing and I get blamed for it.
I was thinking about the laundry. Yes. Ray gave me an idea. I want to tell you about it.
There is something else I've been meaning to tell you about.
Oh, wait till I kill myself.
It was something you gave me.
Please tell me I didn't give you an STD.
No. I mean, I don't think so.
Right. So, the highlight of this afternoon is that I didn't infect my daughter's future mother-in-law with a venereal disease.
You don't know what your love meant to me.
So much that you ran away as far as you could.
Knowing I was lovable to someone, to you, that gave me the courage to leave and find out who I really was. You gave me that.
So, not a venereal disease.
No, but I did keep something. Kitty,
Rochelle,
I'm talking to Kitty.
the floor is yours.
I would like to apologise for my behaviour.
Oh, if the tables were turned, I'd have been a bitch too.
We can make some equations.
I was rude and I hope you can forgive me.
Of course I do.
None of this is because of you.
Oh, absolutely not.
It is entirely Ray's fault.
There
What was that?
Sweetheart, I'm just trying to...
Wonderful news! Leo is joining the business.
The one in Israel?
Don't look at me, I have nothing to do with this.
No, actually, Ray, it was your idea.
Congratulations, Ray! On top of everything else, you've managed to relocate our only daughter to the other side of the world.
What I tell you, the UN.
I don't think you're in any position to be flippant.
Flippant. That's a funny word.
Ray, I need something from you.
Anything, my love.
I need you to give me one good reason why I should ever trust you again.
Wash. You're the man you married. I haven't changed.
That's just the problem. You haven't changed. I want that thing taken down.
Oh, come on, be fair. I only put it up last week.
It scares people!
Don't you know how much I love it?
If you won't, I will.
She looks pretty angry, Dad.
Jesus, Ray, what did you attach this with?
6 Dyna bolts, 3/4 inch bars, and a titanium frame.
Oh, so you put a loose water main in our ceiling, but you attach this thing like it's the space shuttle?
Here, let me have.
You're pulling the wrong way.
I've got this.
It looks like it's messing it up!
Oh my God! Rush! Rush!
Let Leo have a look at it. He's a doctor.
Computers there.
Same thing.
Rosh, can you hear me? Rosh.
A table.
What's on the table?
Here, have a drink.
Thanks.
A table.
I think she may be delirious.
Oh, Ray, you idiot!
Perfectly
Look at the photo!
What?
Have a look! Bottom right corner, what's that on the table?
It's a tablecloth with some writing on it.
Let me have a look. You know what this is?
Something from Jerusalem bed bath table.
It's your ketubah!
My ketubah?
Katuba?
Tuba?
Katuba!
That's it!
It was here the whole time.
Oh, your father's the only person who ever looked at it.
But wait, this is great. We found it.
Do you think the rabbi will accept the photo?
Let's find out.
What are you doing, Dad?
I'm texting the rabbi a photo.
No, you just took a selfie.
You see?
See what?
I told you I'd sorted it out.
I am sorted! Ray, there is still the little issue of a wedding reception for 432 guests and a dozen swans that we cannot afford.
6 swans.
It's taken care of.
Sorry?
I paid the bills.
I don't mean to be frank, Ilan, but if we can't afford it, there is no way you can.
Gosh, my father's business is the largest in Israel.
One dry cleaning shop can do all that laundry.
It's a commercial laundry. Dozens of outlets.
Dozens?
Leo never told us.
That's the least I could do after your husband handed us a multi-million-dollar idea.
I handed you what?
Well, I was thinking on my way into university. I program logistic operations. So, I took your idea of the home laundry service and thought about it. If we could partner with a food delivery service, say Uber Eats, then when the driver drops off your food, we pick up your washing, we wash it, and return it to you with your next food delivery service.
Eat to wash, wash to eat, all from your mobile phone.
That is brilliant!
Hey, it was your idea.
This, Ray?
I want you to have equity in this project.
Oh, well,
Hell, take it!
The best part is it's all programming, so I can do it from here, and then we'll negotiate the partnerships in Israel.
But we'll still spend some time in Tel Aviv, right?
Of course we will, I promise.
A real promise.
Oh, it's a text from Bibi.
What does he want now?
It's just emojis.
This generation of the emojis.
Okay, surfboard and wheels equals rollerblading, frame equals picture, sunglass smiley equals cool.
I'm no clearer.
The Katuba picture is okay, he'll accept it.
He will?
Yes, thanks, Daddy.
So, I'm forgiven.
1, that thing goes back in the shed. 2, you sit next to your mother at the reception.
Please, fair.
And 3, you swear on your life that you will never ever keep anything from me ever again.
Gosh. My Carlton membership and my signed autograph of Alex Jezelenko go up in flames.
Wow, he must really mean it, Mum.
So, the world is back the way it ought to be.
I have something to confess.
Oh, Jesus, I give up.
No more confessions, Mom, please. Remember Booba and the Pope.
Huh?
Long story.
When I was a young girl, I was given something by someone who meant a lot to me.
Do I know this person?
It had been so long that I'd forgotten all about it. And then our Leo calls to tell us he's marrying Tara, a good Caulfield girl.
Oh, well, I know about a good Caulfield girl.
I kept this closeted away for years.
What is it?
This.
Oh, it is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Oh.
It's a ring. Oh, look, it's my ring.
You don't have one yet, so until you do, would you consider wearing that to your wedding?
Of course. Thanks, Kitty. Oh.
Thanks, Mum.
Who's this from?
A dear friend from when I was still a girl. It is from another life, but at the time it meant the world to me, and it gave me the courage to find you.
Oh, then I love this friend already.
Oh, it's from Bibi again.
What does he want now?
He says to bring him the picture for safekeeping ASAP. It's like he doesn't trust me or something.
I'm warming to him.
I'll bring my van around.
Oh, I'll come too. We can go through the arrangements together.
Promise you won't change your mind.
I promise, Daddy.
Hey, We can all go.
We won't all fit in Leo's car.
You can sit on my lap like the old days.
Sure, but that thing is still going back in the shed after the wedding.
Ray, can you please tell Ilana I'm going to stay here? My head is swimming.
Really? You okay?
You know what you said before about families and secrets?
Yeah.
You were right, Ray.
Boy, I don't hear that sentence very often.
Those two are so in love. What would the truth do other than cause them grief?
I don't get it. What changed your mind?
Well, maybe that's what my rabbi meant. To wait until we were all together, united as a family. How do I want to deal with the truth? By not allowing it to bring any harm to our family.
In our family, we don't need a lot of help causing harm.
Dad! You know, I never told you to your face, but I am so sorry.
For what?
For the way I left things all those years ago.
Everything's worked out okay. I've got a great family. And I have... We were young.
I hurt you terribly.
That was then. This is now.
Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
Sure. Sure I can. Like you said, we're Mishpacha now.
I guess that means we can put those 4 months behind us now.
4 months and 26 days. We had 4 months and 26 days together.
Who had 4 months and 26 days together?